I'm here today with Patrick Smith, owner and CEO of Century 21 Cascade, with 6 offices, over 100 agents. Patrick is incredibly successful, and I want to find out a little bit more about the man and really what attracted you to the real estate industry.
You know, it's always I even as a brokerage owner, I'm always curious what attracts any agent to this industry. And for me, I don't think my story is that different from most people. So I grew up within the nonprofit side of healthcare, the healthcare industry, completed my MBA from Portland State University back in 1990. I took a couple years after that just to unwind and chill, relax. And then I was recruited to a for-profit company within the healthcare industry and spent about 13 years working, as they say, for the man, and realizing that I didn't, even though I was in charge of a very expansive territory within the Pacific Northwest as a general manager for both operations and sales management, I didn't have a lot of accountability. So I had a lot of responsibility, not much accountability, and that just didn't set well with me. Having grown up within a military family, we're all about having accountability. I wanted to be able to live and die by the decisions I made. And so I was either going to be successful or I wasn't, based on my own actions. And I wanted to be within an industry where I had full control over that. Some people say I'm a control freak. I don't think I am. However, in this situation, I completely wanted that control. So.
Fantastic. So tell me a little bit about, you're evolving. I mean, you probably started out as an agent, didn't you?
I did.
Okay, so you started out as an agent. How did that evolve? Because there's a big difference between being an agent and managing,
right.
But it sounds like you had some great management experience previously.
I did. So having been in mid-level management for a for-profit company, I wanted something a little bit different. Again, it goes back to wanting to have that control. So I did interview principal brokers. I received my license in 2004, and I interviewed 6 different principal brokers from mostly branded brokerages, the big names that we hear about. And I immediately realized I did not want to be a part of that at that point in my life. I went to Oregon Realty Company, and I'm one of the very few realtors who has this experience. Most realtors only spend about 3 years at a brokerage before they change brokerages. I never left Oregon Realty Company. In fact, I ended up buying the company in 2016. So
fantastic. So you evolved from working in the healthcare industry and management, you became an agent, and then what made you, what you mentioned that you bought the company, what made you want to evolve from an agent and take on that increased responsibility?
Well, I should have listened to my aunt. I have an aunt who's turning 91 in 2 weeks, and she's still a realtor down in California.
Oh my God.
She's an amazing woman. You never guess she was anything close to her age. And she owned her own brokerage at one time, and I should have listened to her when she said, don't buy a brokerage, don't become a brokerage owner. I made so much more money as an agent, but
yeah.
I joke about that all the time. However, I love doing what I do because, I think the number one thing I like most about what I do is being able to provide support and coaching to agents. I still will go on a Saturday listing appointment with an agent who, I just had an agent last week. She's new to the industry, and she was a little bit nervous going on this appointment. And I said, hey, I'm more than happy to go out on that appointment with you. It actually gets me back to doing the things that I really love doing in the first place.
Absolutely. And I feel like one of the things that we get to do is to help people into homes.
Right.
We get to serve people. And, when you see the impact that it has to take a family that maybe has been living in rentals and apartments, and they actually get into their own home, and the joy from the parents, you see the kids feeling better about where they live. I mean, it's kind of obvious if you follow Facebook and you watch the families that you serve. It's absolutely incredible that we get the opportunity to change people's lives in a positive manner.
I agree with you 100% about that. It is amazing because, like you, I'm guessing that our clients start out as clients and they end up becoming friends.
Absolutely. Patrick, thank you so much for being a good friend,
Thank
for
you,
being here
Joe.
today.
Appreciate
Really
it.
appreciate you, and thanks for joining us.